Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MPJ New Rock Album Review Show. I'm Nigel, your host, and we have Peter, we have William, we have Trish. We're missing Lauren and Simon. Simon might well just appear at any minute. He's running behind, but
off from the gym.
The show must go on. Now, talking about the show must go on, some of you will go, hold on a minute, in a minute, you'll think to yourself, I thought this was a rock show. I thought this lot of people were reviewing rock albums. Why the hell are they having Mumford Sons and Prizefighter on their show? Well, some of us will be about to tell you that it's folk rock, and this is a journey, and we like all sorts of rock. Some people will say to you, it's terrible, and it's the worst thing ever, and it's not a rock album. You make up your own mind, shall we? As we go into it's time for a fight, and who will get the prize? It's Prizefighter. Now, who's the hardest of them all here? Who is that dodging and decking and fist fighting and well, look, Simon's not here, so we'll go to Pete. And Pete, Mumford Sons, are you a fanboy? Is this a rock album? Not a rock album? Hit us, Pete. Hit us.
Oh, let me take you back to right around a year ago, I feel. I got a call from this British guy called Nigel. He's here on the show. It's you. And you told me, like, hey, I've got this podcast and we're reviewing rock albums. Do you want to join? I was like, yeah, sure. And you told me, right, so this month we're going to review la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Spirit Box was among them, I remember, because, you know, I love metalcore. You're like, oh, you'll love that. And you said to me, the only thing you may not enjoy is we're also reviewing Mumford Sons. And back then, I gave that album, which was not even released a year ago, which is like bonus points for this album, Prizefighter, because it's so close to the previous album. They churned this out so fast. It's impressive. I turned out to give the last album a 4, which kind of surprised you. But this album, and this is why I love being on this podcast, besides that Will and Trish are here. Love you guys. I wouldn't listen to Mumford Sons of my own accords, but I'm really happy I had to listen to this album for this podcast because, my God, I loved it. It was amazing. Like, right from the first track, the guy starts the first track on the album, first piece of lyrics. Here's my final serenade. No, it's not, you idiot. It's the opening track of the album, but I love it. Anyways, this entire album just makes me feel good. It is so wholesome. It melts my icy death metal heart. I loved it. It's like, oh, let me go to my notes. Lyrics, really amazing. Really feel like fits well with the feel of the album, with the entire melancholy of the music. It is just on point with that entire Mumford & Sons sounds. Like, 4 tracks of this album have made it to my playlist, which is amazing. Icarus, Begin Again, Alley Cat, and here, the opening track, they're all made it straight to my playlist. I all love these songs. Like, the only less than positive thing I could say about this album is that there's too much melancholy in it. Like, there's too few tracks with a little bit of that folky energy in it. But I did not mind one bit. And the timing is everything because, as you know, I just got back a couple of weeks ago. I was on Anfield Road with my dad for his birthday, which was a very memorable trip. I had a lovely time with my dad that weekend in Liverpool. And like 2 days after, I listened to this album, and it was just perfect. Like, the melancholy of this album right off the back of a memorable trip with my dad. Lovely. Just lovely.
Oh, I think we just end it there, shall we? Just you can't. That's just lovely, isn't it? However, I fancy that something that's going to come around the corner that's going to be a bit of a Debbie Downer. Trish, it's slow, it's melancholy, it's folk, it has heart, it has emotion, everything you hate.
I don't have a heart on this album.
Go on, Trish.
Oh, God. This Prizefighter is not a disaster. It's something worse. a bland collection of songs that literally faded from my memory as soon as they finished. This band once had some intense upbeat songs, even anthem-like for their genre of folk rock. There was no rock in this album. This album for me felt like it was going through the motions just to churn out an album. This album gave me nothing apart from put me to sleep.
Wow. Well,
That's
now.
quite different from what I said.
So we had in the red corner, we had Pete in the green corner, we have Trish. What corner will William come out in this prize fight
Will, please.
review?
Please, Will, I love you.
William!
So, many years ago, when I was a younger man, my uncle bought me a CD for Christmas, and it was a deluxe copy of Sigh No More, the first Mumford Sons album. And I was addicted. I was loving it. I thought, there's lots of melancholy albums and melancholy songs in this album, but my God, this is one of the best things I've ever heard. A couple years later, I got bought Babel for Christmas. One of the best albums I've ever heard. Incredible. Phenomenal music. Then Mumford Sons released World of Mimes, and I thought, this album is awful, I'm never listening to it again. And then refused to listen to them until last year we listened to Rushmere. But my word, I am so happy we reviewed this album because this was incredible. They're back to their roots. They're doing good music again. They're doing proper folk rock again. Oh, it's so nice. It's such a good album. It's so nice. There's so much emotion in every track. There's so much thought between every single component of every single thing they play. It's so beautifully planned out. It's phenomenal. I was going back and looking at them and how, so I thought, it does seem a lot more melancholy. But you take their first album, Sigh No More. Easily a good half of that album is slow, melancholy, not very fast, upbeat tracks, and they're some of the best songs in those albums. But this, it's so good. From the opening two tracks with American Country Man, Chris Stapleton, that's the one.
Yeah.
And then Hozier, really cool songs. Opening was a bit too country to me over folk. I think folk is superior to country. That's just my opinion. I'm English, sue me. What are you gonna do? But then Run Together comes along. Conversations with My Son. Such beautiful songs. This is, I think, my most listened to album this month. It's so nice. Not every song was perfect for me, so it's not quite a perfect album, but it's a sign for me that they're trying to go back to their roots, and this is such a strong album for me. It's beautiful. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, it's definitely better than Rushmere, isn't it? I thought Rushmere was kind of had more of a pop influence. Bizarrely, I put this album on. I was driving with a colleague from Louisville in Kentucky back up to Chicago. So I was in the right place, in the right frame of mind to hear that opening track here with Chris Stapleton and then with Hozier. It was just the right atmosphere for it and everything. And here instantly hit my playlist. And that is such a beautiful song. And it is a beautiful album. And it's definitely kind of more kind of folk rock from that perspective as well. And yeah, it's an immersive album. And I think for me, it does get a bit too melancholy, I think. And right in that bit of the album, it kind of drops, and I kind of lost it a little bit, and then it kind of picked up again. Overall, a top album. It's very, very, very good. Wasn't fully quite my cup of tea in places as an album in its entirety. But yeah, a few tracks hit my cool playlist, and it's an album that somebody said, if somebody said, for me, Mumford Sons, I got Prizefighter, please, Prizefighter. I just loved it. I thought it was absolutely terrific album from that perspective. And those with a heart will love it. Those that don't have a heart will hate it. Will Trish be alone in her view? Because let's find out, will we, as we vote now then. So Rushmere got 3.5. Let's hope that will this album get more. Then, Pete, let's start with you then, my friend.
Right, somebody get the air horns ready. Must for good Trish.
I'm on it.
I knew Trish would react right away. It's very lovely to hear that Will feels the same way about this album as me, though. But yeah, I have no choice. This is my first one of 2026, and I don't give them out often. But this album is a 5.
Whoa! Oh, right, Trish.
0.5.
Whoa!
Do you know what, Trish? Simon agrees with you. A 0.5 from Simon.
Never liked that guy.
No. Outrageous. Outrageous. William.
I wish I could have given it a higher, but a couple songs dragged it down for me. But 4.5.
Yeah, same with me, Will. Same with me. A 4 from me from that perspective. So, well, what would Lauren? What do you think? What does play the game, Lauren? What do you think? What do you think she's going to give this?
Oh,
Will she be in the Simon Trish camp, or will she be in the William camp, or will she be somewhere in the middle?
3.5.
Lauren will give this a 4. Come on, Lauren.
I'm going to go 2.5.
Lauren loved it. 4.5.
Wow.
That's all. Come on, go. Hey, that's why I love her.
But unfortunately, even though we drop Trish's 0.5, we've still got Simon's 0.5. We dragged it down to a 3.7, which is
That's great.
that is, but it was better than Rushmere, wasn't it? Basically, it's in our top half. So 260th album of all time from our review. Doesn't quite get into our shortlist for album of the year so far, which would have, I think people will have loved this, and I think maybe the other stage would have equally loved this as well. So maybe next time I'll do the dual that it'll go on both stages and see what the other people, the other crew think of it as well. So anyway, there we go. A 3.7 overall. Very much a love-hate kind of scenario. What were people out there? What would they think? Well, let's finish off with our 2-word review. Pete?
Warm and fuzzy.
Warm and fuzzy. It's 3, but we'll call the and an ampersand. Well, there we go. Trish?
Booby prize.
I mean, that's a good one, isn't it? I mean, it is a good one. William?
Soul food.
Ooh, nice.
Food for the soul.
Takes me to come in with the obvious 2-word. Knockout. Yeah, Pete's looking rather glum there on my 2-word review. Thanks, Pete. Thanks very much. Cheers. Knockout.
It's a hyphenated 1 word. It's hyphenated, right?
Yeah, well, whatever, Okay. Right, okay. What do you guys think out there? Please leave your comments below and let us know what you think. Please like and share the podcast. We'd really appreciate it. I'm your host, Nigel. Say goodbye, keep rocking, and goodbye from everybody.